Hello, teacher and partners. In this opportunity, I'm going to tell you about the capital punishment. All the topics are very controversial, but this topic is, for me, the most controversial than all. First, we're going to start with the what is the capital punishment, about the what is the capital punishment. Capital punishment, or the death penalty, consists of the execution of a convicted person by the state as punishment for a crime established in the legislation. The offense to which the criminal sanction applies are often referred to as capital crimes or offense. The execution of criminals and political dissidents has been employed by almost every society at one time or another in its history, but to punish crime and to suppress political dissent, currently the use of the death penalty has been abolished in almost all European countries except Belarus or Russia, and most of those corresponding to Oceania, such as Australia, New Zealand, and East Timor in America, Canada, and most Latin American countries has completely abolished the penalty, while the United States of America, Guatemala, and most of the Caribbean states keep it in force, and Brazil contemplates it as a punishment in exceptional situations, as for example the punishment that treason committed in time of war. In Asia, the death penalty is allowed. In democracy like Japan, in India, in Africa, the death penalty is still applied. In democracies such as Botswana and Zambia, the use of formal execution as a execution as a punishment goes back almost the very beginning of recorded history. Many historical records, as well as primitive tribal practice, indicate that the death penalty has been a part of a judicial system practically since the beginning of their existence. Community punishment generally include compensation by the offender, corporal punishment, repudiation, exile, and execution. However, in a small community, the crimes are rare and murder is almost always a crime of passion. For that reason, executions are exile used to be very rare punishment. Usually, compensation or repudiation was used. However, an effective response when the crime is committed by individuals from outside the community. Consequently, any crime, no matter how small, tends to be considered an attack on the entire community. In committed by a foreign was severely punished. The method has varied from beating to slavery or execution. However, the response to crimes committed by neighboring tribes or communities include formal apologies, compensation, or even vendetta. Today, we have seven methods that are mainly used. I'm going to explain. I don't explain it because uh, can it have too much time? Hanging, We can see the image here, execution here. This can be with bullet, electrocution. We can see the image here. Lethal injection, deadly gas, like this. Decapitation, stoning. This is, for me, is very, very, very. Is the worst practice of all. All are bad, but this is worse because it's used for the woman, usually in Arabian cultures, for Muslims. Okay, the public opinion. The level of support for the death penalty varies greatly in each country. In both abolitionist and retentionist democracies, the government's point of view often has broad popular support and receives little attention from the political class or the media. In some abolitionist countries, the majority of the population support or has supported the death penalty, and abolition was adopted as a result of political change, such as their transition from an authoritarian regime to a democratic one. Teacher and partners, I hope that was very clear. For me, it's very controversial, this topic, and can be analyzed because it's very very controversial. In some time, sometimes can be correct, and other times can be bad idea. Okay, teacher, partners, that is all. Thank you.